Hello YouTube, shintigercurl here, that dude in the straw hat, bringing you yet another wrestling review. I'm of course joined by my fellow cohort and internet superstar Joe. Say hi, Joe. He had orange soda. Don't believe me? Well, anyway, it's Friday night. You know what that means? Time for some SmackDown. With just 48 hours until Hell in a Cell, how will everyone prepare for the most brutish match ever devised by the hands of men? I got my notes. Let's get started. The show starts with Booker T walking out as only Booker T, a 6-time world champion sucker, can come out to, and he introduces Mark Henry. Of course, he's tentative around Mark Henry since, well, the last time someone tried to interview him, he got choked. That dude got choked the fuck out. So anyway, he asked him if he's ready for Hell in a Cell. Mark, of course, answers by threatening him that he will put him down if he doesn't stop condescending to him. This was a pretty good promo and shows off the intensity and range that Mark Henry has. And I'm still high up on the guy. So he says, bring out Great Khali so he can take out the trash. So yeah, we segue into our first match, Mark Henry versus the Great Khali, a return match from the match that didn't happen on Monday Night Raw. And honestly, this was a bad match. It's not anywhere Mark Henry's fault, it's mostly the Great Khali. I mean, you can see Mark trying to do something, but Khali is just... Yeah, remember what I stand by my quote when I said that Great Khali wishes he was Mark Henry, because Mark Henry was looking much better than Khali did. Needless to say, it was mostly just a hit match between these two, but in the end, Mark Henry, of course, won. Then he decided to bring in a chair, and well, Great Khali has been inducted into Mark Henry's Hall of Pain. Next up, representing Air Boom, I really hate that name, Evan Bourne, I really like that guy, versus Jack Swagger, coming out to Dolph Ziggler's music. I was thinking of a name to call Dolph and Swagger, so I decided, hey, what would be a good name to describe them? I know, All-American Perfection. You can quote me on that. Anyway, this is a pretty decent match. Swagger and Bourne still have great chemistry in the ring together. The end comes when Bourne goes for his shooting star press. Then Biggie Guerrero pushes him off the top ropes, giving Jack the opening to give him the win. Pretty good. Next up, Sin Cara, Bueno Sin Cara versus the one-man gangbang Heath Slater. A pretty good match. Heath's in-ring talents are pretty showing here. He's pretty good at wrestling the style of Bueno Sin Cara. Sin Cara, of course, wins, but an impromptu promo out from the Titantron shows Malo Sin Cara now sporting a black mask and saying that this Sunday he will prove that he is the true Sin Cara. And that's right, you heard it here. You heard it here, guys. This Sunday at Hell in a Cell, for the first time ever, it's Sin Cara versus Sin Cara. Bueno versus Malo. Who will walk out? Who will walk out? Next up, Kelly versus Natalya, with Beth Phoenix providing commentary. This was a pretty decent of match. Natalya looked great. Kelly still can't run the fucking ropes. But yeah, Kelly wins the only way she's been able to win anything lately, with a roll-up. A roll-up pin is not exactly a strong way to win. It doesn't take any particular skill, it just means you're lucky. Roll-up pins are for the lucky, not for the good. So anyway, she gets attacked from behind by Beth Phoenix. Natalya puts her in a submission hold. I don't know the name of it, but it looks painful. And Beth cuts a small promo as Kelly is screaming in agony. I'm looking forward to her getting to her more screaming later. Next up, Intercontinental title on the line. Dr. Doom Cody Rhodes versus the Great White Sheamus. That's right. Before the match, Doom Cody says that he'll be defending his title under duress. But Sheamus comes out and counters and says that this drunken, I'm going to beat the fuck out of you, fella. Not in those words. This is a very good matchup. Cody Rhodes is getting progressively better. I mean, he went blow for blow with Sheamus, and Sheamus hits very hard. The end comes when Sheamus goes for the high cross, but Christian comes out and gut jabs him. Match is FUBAR. Of course, it's going to be a FUBAR ending. They can't take the belt off Cody Rhodes this soon, and so but Sheamus can't lose clean because he has a match. He has to look strong against Christian this Sunday. So I agree with this ending. Next up, Zack Ryder, Long Island IZ, takes on former WWE tag teamer JTG. Before I get into this, someone has something to say to Michael Cole. Excuse me. Michael Cole, you black bastard! I know what you've been saying about my boy Zack Ryder. Joe, Cole's not black. Shut your face! What I should, lad. Michael Cole, you black bastard. If you say another word against my boy Zack Ryder, I'll come out of there, beat the piss out of you, and then piss all over your grave. You sure say piss a lot. I said shit in your whore! And I'm sorry about that. Well, you know Joe, he is a big Long Island IC fan. But anyway, this was a very good competitive match between two young, very hungry superstars. In the end, Zack Ryder wins it with an impromptu Rough Rider. And I'm not fist pumping you this week. I'm not in the mood for it. Anyway, moving on to the main event. Christian versus Randy Orton. And, of course, this was an awesome, awesome match. I know we've seen Christian versus Randy Orton the whole fucking summer, but these two cannot put on a bad match. It is physically impossible for Christian and Randy Orton to put on a bad match at this point. This was a great match. The ending comes when Randy's beating the crap out of Christian outside, and he gets counted out. This, of course, causes Randy to snap and try to put Christian through a table. It is interrupted by Dr. Doom Cody Rhodes. They're able to stop him, and they start putting on a beating on him as they drag him back into the ring. Sheamus comes in and breaks it all up while chasing Christian into the audience. Then Mark Henry gorillas his way down to the ring, hoping to make sure that Randy doesn't make it to Hell in a Cell. He gives him the world's strongest slam and then goes for the steel chair to cripple him as he did Khali. But as he's getting back in the ring, boom! RKO. For the first time since Mark Henry became champion, since this whole feud between them started, Randy Orton lands the RKO on the world's strongest man. So it can be done, which gives him some hope for this Sunday. And that's SmackDown. My thoughts, like Raw, it was pretty good. As a build-up to Hell in a Cell, we had a lot of great matchups, a lot of great promos, a lot of great backstage promos that I didn't get to. But overall, it was a great show, and I'm looking forward to Hell in a Cell this weekend. And now, folks, it's that time again. Time for shintigercurl's D-Cell Battery Award. This award goes to the superstar, it goes to the persons, angle, or company that I would like to throw a D-Cell battery at. And this week's winner, is Kelly Kelly, for the simple fact of not being able to run the fucking ropes. What does it say about you as a wrestler when Hugh Jackman, fucking Wolverine, can run the ropes better than you can? I know she's getting progressively better in the ring, but all those moves and plus those roll-up wins do not make her look strong at all. They just make her look lucky. And while she does look good at some points, as soon as she hits the ropes, I just get a bad taste in my mouth, and I just want to vomit. So yeah, Kelly, I'm gonna hit you in the head with a D-cell battery. And that's my review. Tune in this Sunday when I review Hell in a Cell. This Sunday, 5 men go in. Only two are gonna walk out champion. The others don't walk out at all. To find out who survives, tune in. So until then, this is shintigercurl, that dude in the straw hat, and Joe, saying goodnight and wrestle on.